Welcome, everybody, to the qualifiers of the SSL here. My mic was a little bit different. I'm using, actually, Sojung's mic here. We got our TriCast back together.
Team Salmon is back.
Team Salmon
Reunion Tour, man. This is going to be a qualifiers like you've never seen before, mostly because generally in Korea, qualifiers don't actually get broadcast. They normally just have, you know, like me and Moonglade and some other people just kind of like go down the qualifiers, take some pictures, tweet some stuff. We did have this qualifier broadcast last time, but this time we're like actually all here together on camera.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a pretty full-on sort of qualifying cast for us, at least, because we have to jump into each and every game that's going on at the same time, and once one game is finished, we'll jump to another one. We might even jump into another game while that game is finishing off. It's like it's just nonstop. It's a marathon.
Yeah, it's going to be a marathon. It's just going to be a lot of jumping around, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly who gets through the qualifiers specifically. We have so many great players out here in Korea. So many guys who haven't made it before for a long time. They're going to be fighting. We got big names, Flash, Parting, other guys. They're going to be trying to get into these qualifiers, into the SSL. And it's always just like the most rough thing ever. It's incredibly hard to get through these qualifiers.
Yeah, it's rigorous. Hardest qualifiers in the world. I mean, just like Code.
Yeah, GSL as well as Star League. They're at the exact same place, the qualifiers, and it's usually very similar formats. And yeah, they are ruthless. I've experienced a few of them myself.
Yeah, man, it's rough. Well, here are the Season 2 round of 24s, a.k.a. known as the Challenger League. It's going to be just 3 best-of-5s on each of these days, starting on the 2nd and 3rd, and then we're going to have the 9th and the 10th. Now, of course, as you guys can see, the prize money is going to be identical to Season 1. $40K for the first place and $10K for second. 2,000 points for the winner in WCS. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the how it's distributed throughout the round of 8, round of 16, and 24 as well. Everyone gets a slice of the pie, and a pretty healthy slice at that. Yeah. That's going to keep you going for at least another month.
Definitely not bad. The one thing I don't get out of this graphic, I don't know if you guys do, but the round of 16 makes less than the round of 24. Is that
probably
real?
Just a typo, I hope.
Okay. I would assume those are switched, guys, until we know any better.
Like, you're better off just throwing the game in the round of 24, man.
Yeah, just lose there.
Oh, I am really excited that we have Max Said as one of our global seeds. I'm really looking forward to his play. I've been casting this guy's play for a long time in international tournaments as well as at WCG. I know this guy's history. I know this guy's style. And I feel like, honestly, in Star League, he makes a better fit than Jim does. And I'm really excited to see how he's going to do.
I agree. Yeah, Jim is fantastic and has proven himself before. But Max had been around for a lot longer and has proven himself even more than that. He's very experienced in the international stage and even in Korea.
So I'm just curious to see if he's going to do any better. Just Korea is like we saw a video. Actually, I saw a video on Reddit. Someone posted about when Jim came down here. Someone in the audience actually had a fan sign that said, "Welcome to Korea and welcome to hell."
Yeah,
and that was very true, as he had to face Maru in the round of 32, and he got shreked.
Now, you guys probably noticed that there were 4 seeded players from last season, the top 4, as well as the top 4 seeds from Pro League, which was actually already decided, it looks like. So no one can actually pass anybody at this point. Now, taking a look at our brackets for Group A, we're going to try to go through this really quickly. We've got Miso versus MC down there at the bottom. That's Minchel there. True will play Wake Up. We've got Guilty in the bracket. Okay, no, True's going to play
True's
Guilty.
Playing Guilty,
Yeah. I like that matchup more than any other I see there currently. Daisy versus Young could be interesting. Penguin versus Nero, I don't know.
Choya's playing.
What about Tongdae Guning versus Tang Tang?
No, let's not see that.
Let's please just skip that one.
I want to see True versus Guilty. I think that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
These both great players.
Especially because Guilty, he came out one time and actually beat TY in his debut match. And I'm sure everybody wants to see how he can do against other players.
Young versus Rain here. This is pretty interesting. First versus Hack.
Yeah.
Ooh. We got some nice round 1 games here.
Soki is participating in the qualifiers. He did qualify for Code A as well, so even though this guy's been a bit off the radar, he's still here, he's still practicing, he's still trying. Younghwa is playing against an unknown Terran, it looks like, so we don't know who that is, nor do we know Terminator's opponent, which, of course...
really long Korean names. That's all we know, pretty much.
It's crazy. Terminator, most likely to be beating that guy, so it'd be Terminator versus Gumiho, which is also a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now we've got TY versus Patience. That should be a good matchup. Symbol versus Stork. Rainer versus an unknown barcode.
Rainer.
Oh my god. What is Rainer doing here?
And
Ragnarok versus Center.
Oh,
That's going to be interesting.
FanTaSy versus aLive could be okay, and Hero versus Jockji. Oh boy,
I'm so excited for Ragnarok, man. This guy has been on CJ for a while now, and he's looked fantastic. And I definitely hope for good things of him because he's always been like a top ladder player. He's like one of those guys, but he's like not in the same sort of slump or position that Ragnarok or Terror is. Like this guy actually can beat the best and do very well for himself.
yeah. Just looking at these unknowns, all of these unknowns are completely unknown. I would recognize them if they were like, for example, SGW over there. And Spear, like these are just totally unknowns. They've never done
Don't
anything
even recognize
in
the Korean names, you know?
Yeah.
Untouchable. I was playing this guy in ladder last night, actually. I can beat that dude, so he's in it for a world of hurt against
Partyong.
Partyong. Well, we didn't know who Partyong is, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how that game
It's
goes.
funny, he's got the same Korean name as Parting.
That's
oh my
exactly what I
God.
was going to say. It's totally nuts.
Well, he's a smurfer today, I guess.
Well, Terror has the advantage of playing against somewhat unknown player as well. It's not Nada, that's Nado, which in this case means me too.
Me too. Yep. We got a lot of different groups here, actually.
Ooh.
So many different players.
The one foreigner, Penguin, going to be playing against Hurricane in round 1. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of that game.
And the unknown Terran Dynamite for SKT. We've heard a lot about this player. We haven't seen him play too much. It's going up against San. And
Ranking up against Khan. Would definitely expect Khan to get through on that one. Kappa HG.
Well, it depends on how much Marine King is being paid today.
oh,
Oh, God. Just checking.
Whoa.
Damn, that was a bad
Slow
joke.
down.
You're going to just step away from the desk for like 30 seconds. You're in timeout. You can come back.
And our only female player, by the way, Aphrodite, will be playing against Zune, someone we've seen in a lot of qualifiers. I think this guy was actually in the Foyu clan a long time ago. Definitely
Is that
seen this guy
Zune or Zound?
Zune, I think,
Or
but
Zone?
Not sure. Not sure on that one. We got Potato versus another foreigner, Andrew On, a.k.a. Slog.
Wait, he's playing in this one too?
Oh, Slug just keeps
Sick.
turning up, man. Slug doesn't even practice, but he keeps coming to these tournaments, man. I don't know what's up. Bravo versus Curious, Trap versus Sorry. This is a pretty stacked side of the group stage, man.
Ooh, Hush versus Top as well. Top, the former OGS Terran. That should be a good one.
Even Journey versus Ruin to match up against MMA down the bottom there. That's going to be sick games.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to get pretty excited.
The thing I like most about this is that Slog's name is Sunderella. Sundae?
Yes.
Sunderella?
It's a play on the food sundae in Korea. He loves it.
Which is like intestines of some sort. I don't know which animal. Maybe cow.
It's great, though. I love it.
No, maybe pig. I'm not sure. It's all right. You have to get past the, we don't really eat stuff like that over in America. I'm not sure about Australia, but
No.
I remember the first time I saw that. I was like, no way am I eating that. But then after I tried it, it was great. So,
yeah, sundae, I've eaten a lot of that. Doesn't always make you feel good in the morning after you eat it, depending on how much you eat. And especially if your body's not accustomed to it, you may have some trouble. So just be careful. If you're like not the type who's used to trying a lot of weird foods.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in Korea as well, especially like spicy. The spicy stuff here just wrecks you, man. Like I had first-hand experience from last night, too.
So we're actually going into FanTaSy versus aLive.
Nice. That should be a lot of
Very
fun.
nice.
Nice
yeah.
TBT.
TBT to start things off, guys.
I think FanTaSy, no doubt, going to be the favorite one going into this.
I think so,
I would
too.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a game I think FanTaSy played against like TY or Innovation or something, and he actually was playing pretty well. I don't quite remember. It was from a while ago.
Yeah,
so
aLive,
TBT, what I'm trying to say, is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Like there is a chance there for aLive, but we did see him play the other day, Tuesday, and we were pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
We were angry, actually. We were mad, man.
We were pretty disappointed. Tuesday was like the day of disappointments. Like
the day you want to forget, man.
Just do not. I mean,
just pretend that didn't happen and move on.
Past like the first game with Curious versus Sky High, I believe.
Yeah. No, not Curious. Sky High versus Lucira.
Yeah. That was fun. But it was still pretty one-sided. But after that, things to forget.
Add that to the list, I guess.
Yeah, just put that on your just. What are we talking about? I don't even remember.
We're going to talk about FanTaSy versus aLive right here. This is all that matters now. This is the round one. I mean, they can get eliminated here right now, and that's like the worst feeling in the world, I'd have to say, because then you're going to have to be waiting for Season 3, which is going to be, 2 months away or something? 3 months away?
Yeah. And this is like, I don't know, we have so many big matchups actually in the round of 16. We're actually going to jump into that game right now. Before this game actually gets up and started, I want to say something for you guys in the stream. Spread the word about this because there are some threads out there. I think the live report thread on Team Liquid was a little bit late, but go ahead, get out there and try to tell your friends, spread the word about this because this is going to be a very fun day. We got a lot of great players coming in. We're going to be jumping around the great players and the great games, and we can see some crazy stuff today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it is a tri-cast today as well, for the most part. I'm sure one or two of us will duck out now and then for a little bit of a break, but yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting experience for everyone.
Certainly will be, and on that note, this is not going to be like the most professional broadcast. This is not going to be the most like straight up. This is not a Pro League broadcast. This is not an actual Star League broadcast. This is just simply put 3 guys chilling and talking about these qualifiers. So I mean, we could be talking about anything.
Bit of a different atmosphere. It's going to be fun.
It certainly will.
Very fun.
Yeah, as we go into this TVT, similar openings, nothing crazy here.
I think
FanTaSy forgot his orbital. There we go.
Yeah, that was very late.
Bit of a bad start there for FanTaSy.
Also, FanTaSy went gas first, so he's got that factory coming up here.
All right.
Oh,
well said,
explain
sir.
it.
Well said.
So, I mean, these qualifiers are really quite unique because, I mean, as I said before, we don't normally get to have a broadcast for this. The GSL has been broadcast in the past by like Caldor, myself. The very first Code 8 qualifier that was broadcast was like me and Torch and Mole Trap and Doa, like
way back when.
Way a long time ago. There was like a Star Fox 64 stream at the end for like 15,000 viewers. That was my favorite part.
I remember that actually. I think I watched that.
It was like 4 or
some
5
part
years
of that
ago.
actually.
Yeah, 4 years ago about.
Damn, man, that's such a long time ago.
Uh-oh. SCV going to go down. Not a good start for aLive.
No.
Well, aLive even had that orbital advantage for quite some time because FanTaSy simply forgot to make it. But I guess he's a little bit nervous going into the start of the tournament. Shake it all off at this point.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to lose another SCV here
He's
as well.
really out of position for this. He might be not even repairing through it. Wow.
It looks like he's going to lose a third.
Oh, my God.
We're kind of getting a view of what happened in the
and look at this. Now the Reaper's going to get caught as well. He's got 2 versus 1. This actually could become a disaster here.
All 2 Marines.
Good position there on the Marines.
If he had killed that Reaper, he could have killed those Marines too, and things could have gotten out of control.
He still can. He just has
He's got follow-up Hellions. Look at this.
Oh, my God. This could just be over.
Oh, my God. He killed the... Oh, I think this might actually just...
Bit of an overcommittal.
Well, he's got more stuff on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see.
Yeah. We don't have an observing PC today either, guys, because obviously it's way too hard to jump into every single game that we're casting today.
Yeah, we've got like 2 observers jumping into different games and observing them so we can switch between them and stuff.
Well, look at this control from FanTaSy. He is just not going to back down without a fight here. He's just
I think he's actually going to win this trade. Oh, it was really close.
I think he just needs to repair that Reaper a little bit, and then he'll jump right back in.
And what's cool about this is every Marine he kills makes the Banshee defense a lot harder. The engineering bay, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't even started yet. So this Cloak Banshee follow-up could just end the game.
I mean, he could just attack the front with like Cloak Banshees, Hellions, and this Reaper. It's only 4 Marines. It looks like it's going to be 6 now, yeah.
And making a Medivac instead of a Viking or anything like that as well causes a bit of a problem for the upcoming Banshee.
Yeah, it's almost like he just wants to drop because he's done with this pressure. He's like, I hate this. Get out of here. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
I guess his Marines are pretty damaged as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, if he drops, he could try to deflect this pressure, but... Oh, nice snipe there on the Hellion.
And double missile turret coming up here in the main base, it looks like, for aLive.
Yeah, one at the production facility is really important.
He's going to run into it. They kiss.
Ooh.
And, yeah, perfect timing on these missile turrets.
Very nice. He actually didn't even see that starport, which was coming up, but I guess he could have assumed,
Yeah, it's pretty much the next step in this build.
He's actually going to catch these Reapers and the Hellions on the way back. 2 kills over here with the Banshee. And she's just chipping away there. This drop should be easily deflected with the units at home.
Look at the worker count right now. It's 29-17.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. And this drop is not going to do much. Well, actually, let's see.
Well,
it actually could do a lot.
Yeah, with these Hellions.
Yeah, the Hellions coming here is a big deal. Another Banshee popping out would be really helpful, but it's not even halfway done yet. He's really going to have to split these Marines. He may even have to pull some SCVs here, to be honest.
Yeah, he should be able to clean it up. Maybe. With SCVs, there are going to be a lot of SCV losses.
Well, I mean, at the same time, aLive is losing a lot. He's down 10.
Wow, like we haven't even seen these Banshees do the damage.
Tank out, so he's going to be able to defend here.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's just so focused on multitasking this that he wasn't really micromanaging his natural, it looks like. Oh, Tank will eventually push this back. He's just going to try to target down one more SCV and get out.
That medvac's pretty low, but no stim yet, of course.
He doesn't want to scan right now if he can avoid it. He really doesn't want to scan. He's going to have to cancel this. Ooh, no cancel.
Ooh.
Yuck.
Yeah. What you, one of you guys said before, this is interesting doing a TriCast, one of you guys said Live might be a little bit nervous, coming into these qualifiers. We're seeing a bit of nerves here, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, for both players, I guess, everyone's kind of still warming up. It is pretty early for a qualifier or pretty early to start playing. Like, generally all their matches are at nighttime.
Yeah.
So they got to wake up early.
It's early for a nerd.
Get all the way to Shindarim, which is a bit out of the way for most people. And, yeah, I mean, even aLive looking kind of pretty off in this game. And FanTaSy also forgetting that orbital to begin with was just kind of something you'd never expect to see.
Right. Well, at this point, FanTaSy takes a massive lead. Like, in basically every regard. He's got plenty of siege tanks out. He's got map control. I mean, the Marines have to run away at this point because they don't have stim. They don't have any. He's barely got any of them. Like, the Banshee could just cloak and then he has to scan to fight it. Look at the income. This is just a huge disparity.
That's incredible. Just seeing those numbers, I wish we could get to see these numbers a little bit more often, like during Pro League and stuff. Those numbers are, like, pretty huge.
Yeah, especially in a mirror match, man. It's ridiculous how far apart they are. It's only going to get worse for Live as well.
And part of the reason why there's such a huge disparity is because FanTaSy's been able to drop every single mule, whereas aLive is not because he's had to scan to deal with these Banshees.
That's a good point. He's going to try and make up for it now. Widowmine in a good place.
Looks like he's not going to move it, but that Widowmine hit was not very good.
Well, I mean, it hit them, but SCVs are imbalanced and have too much HP, so they didn't go down from one shot. Yeah.
Broken. Too strong.
Too strong.
They used to have 60 hit points in the original beta builds.
Ugh. They had that in Brew War, and that was enough.
That was enough. Well, this drop is just looks pitiful.
He doesn't even get that one SCV. Oh, he's going to redrop here, it looks like.
Well, he's going to find some, actually.
That's pretty impressive considering it's 2 Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like some life micro, except for Terran.
Maybe some Maru micro.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, here comes a counter Banshee from aLive. Let's see if that gets anything done. This Banshee is going to really struggle. He's dodging bullets quite literally here with this Banshee going in and out of that turret range.
Ooh.
No turret here.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting a Banshee sort of transition from aLive.
No energy on that natural. Not enough, I should say, for a scan just yet. Now he's trying to desperately get up a missile turret, but already 7 SCVs have gone down. There's a scan.
What?
Oh, no. 2 health.
That was incredible Marine micro, though. That's insanely hard to do. You can almost never kill a cloak.
Oh, he got
it! Oh,
should have kept it cloaked, man.
That troll Marine, man.
Oh, my God.
Cheeky bugger.
Okay, I think this follow-up push is just going to kill aLive. I mean,
it should.
We have so many tanks, so many Marines.
20 supply lead, man. And
he's going to get stim and +1.
He's lost a lot of SCVs, FanTaSy that is, at this point as well. Like, he's taking a bit of damage, and that's just showing pretty much the advantage in army supply.
Ooh, they're just going to run right into each other here. Oh, look at that. 5 tanks to 2. Yeah.
6
Good luck, man.
21 Marines to 14. Oh, he's going to get the siege advantage.
Yeah,
this is ugly micro from FanTaSy.
He just did not expect this, simply put. And that was a cloak Banshee he doesn't have any answer for either. He can't even stem and kill it because it's going to run into siege tanks. He actually
just used a scan in the main base.
He has to give up this position.
Oh, my God.
He should have picked that tank up as well.
Yeah, he's going to go for it, but it's going to cost him some Marines if he chases all the way.
He cost like nearly all of them, I'd have to say. Yeah, so a bit of a interesting situation in the middle. Clear advantage for FanTaSy, just needs to find a way to break it.
Yeah. That was really well played by aLive, taking the tools he had, just abusing that FanTaSy was using scans at home. Okay, FanTaSy's now broken this, though.
Ugh. One lone tank gets caught there by Stim Marines.
Needs to be careful about attacking into this, just sends 1 Marine at first.
He should go behind the mineral patch and just siege the SCVs, choke him out that way.
Ooh, we got a drop coming in the main base of FanTaSy. Does he have anything to defend? Yes, he does, but they're out of position. Some damage is going to be done there.
The air control has been retaken by FanTaSy. He's moving forward here. He's going to just wreck that bunker. He could pretty much one-shot it with all those siege tanks.
Yeah, that tank is gone as well. And essentially, this base is open now. I mean, he can siege up the left side there and stop every SCV from mining, force it to lift, and then what is aLive going to do? There's absolutely nothing left.
It's definitely not looking good for him so far. He's trying to use his scans right now to get vision because he doesn't have that air control. And even that orbital burning down here, he's trying to get the repair, but he's not mining now, and this is just looking worse and worse.
FanTaSy needs to be careful. He's going to lose air control here, though. I mean, it's just one small victory for life, but or for aLive, excuse me. But
well, I mean, even that, like, there's always going to be scans, and he's already in range of the CC with vision as well as tanks, so he can actually land it and mine. And this is essentially checkmate.
It's just got too much. I mean, he may actually force this back because he lost air control, like I was saying.
One cloak Banshee.
I mean, that's all you need, but it's still just too much damage that's been done. He can just simply pull back and recover, or just wait for Marines to come in and scan.
Looks like he's just pushing forward. He wants to take out these tanks.
He's just that far ahead, you know?
He's kind of just waiting for him to leave.
GG.
And that was game number 1. FanTaSy takes it.
Well, we're back.
Yeah.